Hi, I'm Melanie Francis and welcome to this edition of the magazine. In this issue, we're going to introduce you to a Marlborough resident who is on his way to becoming internationally known in the world of photography.
Great American inventors: Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Thomas Farmer.
Yeah, he might not be a household name quite yet, but Tom Farmer of Marlborough has developed a product called the Boss Strap, which is a camera strap that will make life a lot easier for photographers everywhere. Farmer, who is an amateur photographer, got the idea while using his own personal camera.
Originally, I used a camera strap that I wrapped around my wrist and held the camera on, simply because the weight of today's digital SLRs and even the film SLRs is so high. It runs in the 3 to 6 pound range if you get into the professional equipment. It's just too much to hang around your neck. Hanging it over one shoulder, it often slides off. So I looked around to see what was out there, and I found that there was a design out there that has its origins in World War I for holding a rifle. It's a bandolier style, and the key to it is that the strap itself doesn't move. The strap is worn around across your chest, and there's a bracket on the strap that is attached to the gun or the camera that slides up along the strap as you bring it up to your eye level.
After coming up with a design, Farmer researched hundreds of reviews of some of his potential competitors to find out what some of the likes and dislikes were.
The first one was the competitors' products all tie into the camera using the tripod socket. That's that little thread that's on the bottom of the camera. That's means that in order to use your camera on a tripod, you need to unthread the fitting that ties it to the strap. The second thing that was not liked was the shoulder pad. The shoulder pad is a very cumbersome pad, and even though the strap isn't supposed to move, when you've got all that weight sitting up on your shoulder, there is a tendency for gravity to pull it down with any kind of movement, any slight movement. So that was a nuisance for a lot of people. And the third thing was price. The competitors priced at a certain price point that is considerably higher than what I wanted to try to achieve.
For Tom, there was one more factor that was really important to him, and that was that the strap be made entirely from products produced in the USA.
That led to a search for vendors, suppliers of materials, people who could actually do the stitching for me, and ultimately all of that was accomplished over a period of a few months.
After about 10 months, which includes 3 months of testing by professional photographers using a prototype strap that was hand-stitched by his wife, the Boss Strap was available to the public. He now had to get the word out, and having ads in the 2 most popular industry catalogs helped with that. Tom also started his own website, bossstrap.com, and attended trade shows to help gain even more exposure. So, just how does the Boss Strap work?
This is the Boss Strap as you'd receive it. It consists of the 2 pieces. The Boss tail, which remains attached to the camera. I can show you that on this camera here. And the Boss Strap, which is what you would put over your shoulder. Now, this is Walter. Walter's wearing a Boss Strap, and I'll rotate him around and you can see how the camera hangs. This is the Boss tail here. This is a toggle lock, that's the quick release, and this is the strap itself, which is adjustable. You set this up in such a way that the camera is right at your fingertips. If you're walking through an area where there's some jostling, if you're on rough ground or all, it's very easy just to kind of rest your hand on the camera and keep it in position, but it tends not to bounce.
Although Farmer has found some early success, he went into this project without having the stress of having to be successful.
I wanted to go into this having fun and being able to bail out at any time at all, so I had no pressure. It wasn't like, boy, if these people don't like this, I'm going to lose the house or whatever. So I realized that I needed to structure this in a way that didn't put that kind of pressure on. And it's been working out that way so far.
The modest Fama does not consider himself an inventor. He prefers the term product developer.
Yeah, I don't consider this an invention. I didn't invent this. It's a technique that's been around, as I said, since World War I. I've refined it for a certain application, developed it, if you will, for a certain application. And that I'm more comfortable saying that I've developed this design, I did not invent it.
He does feel some satisfaction in bringing his idea to fruition.
I don't think about it much, but when I do think about it, I look at it and I say, wow, this is something that I created. It wouldn't be here if I didn't make it be here. And it's kind of interesting from that standpoint, but it's like anything. We all put things together. We can all do that sort of thing to some extent. You know, you can build a little table, you could, you know, fix a motor or whatever, and those are all things that generate internal satisfaction. It's nice. What I really get a kick out of is when I get good feedback from people, and I've been getting quite a bit of feedback. My website has the comments that have been coming in, and it's just, it's really gratifying.
So, is he ready to retire?
No, I have a philosophy on that. I think retirement is something that you do when you want to do what you can't be doing because you're working. If you're doing what you want to do, you don't need to retire. You're doing it already.
That's going to do it for this issue of the magazine. I'm Melanie Francis. We'll see you next time.